So I did a video about how I ended up in the hospital because my pressure was so high that it caused my brain to swell. I developed gestational hypertension when I was pregnant with my son, and it never went away, and I'm always going to suffer from high blood pressure. And so my pressure got too high. I usually control it with diet, exercise, and homeopathic remedies, but every now and then I just become stressed out and I don't monitor it. And I think I had a bag of chips or something and it sent it through the roof. But she said, what does a brain swell feel like? It feels like you're having a stroke. I was talking to a friend and I could not put my thoughts together and the words would not come out of my mouth. And so I told her, I said, I think I'm gonna get off the phone because I don't feel good. And then I started feeling really bad. So then I tried to call her back. I couldn't remember the number and I couldn't make my hands dial the number. Eventually I was able to call her and be like, hey, I need you to come over here because I don't feel good. Then I started progressively feeling worse. Literally by the second I was feeling worse. And I was like, I might be having a stroke. And so then I called my ex-husband because he lives closer. And I was like, yo, I need you to come get me and take me to the hospital because I think I'm having a stroke. And so he came with my son to get me. When I walked out, I tried to put the code in to lock the door and I couldn't remember the code. And then when I remembered the code, I couldn't make my hand, like literally, my hand would not put the code in. So my son ended up putting the code in. So even when I got to the hospital, I would have a thought. I would have a thought that I wanted some words to come out of my mouth. The words would not come out of my mouth. I would have a thought that I wanted to move my hand or move my leg or do something. And literally the thoughts were there, but my body would not comply. And so I luckily had a Black female neurologist that saw me, took all of my symptoms very serious, and was able to appropriately diagnose what my issue was. That I basically had brain swell because of my pressure. And so they're, changing my blood pressure medicine and basically told me that I have got to relax and not take everything so serious with running the company. It was basically the company that was driving my stress level up. So I have got to learn how to manage my stress better with the company, or she was like, the next time you really could have a stroke and be partially paralyzed or even die. So it feels like a stroke.